Patriot's here. I want those American battle frames stationed in your prison. I need your help. Steal one of their M1s and then go to the main hangar. You will get your machine back, and I will get my M3s that are kept there. This should be easy for you. Those slimy superpower nations waged war and turned the planet's surface to hell. Then they escaped to the sky, leaving many to die on the surface. It's our duty to bring justice to the world. We are the only ally of justice.
Fallout from the last war isn't the only reason the surface is still uninhabitable. The Ascended Nations were being pretty economic with the truth. The surface reached its worst toxicity as soon as the Third World War ended. No matter what the media tells you, those hydrogen ion engines are not a clean, sustainable method of flight. The particles released into the atmosphere below are hazardous, and they're still accumulating. Once the surface atmosphere is too saturated, the particles will begin to rise. And when that day comes, not even the skies can save them from their sins. The wealthy will never sacrifice their personal comfort for mankind's salvation. And why not? Because they're not the ones paying for the damage they're doing. Their children are. What we're aiming to do is noble. We are saving the future of mankind from itself. Having to live a harder, shorter life for a few generations is the bitter pill that humanity has to swallow. It's the price our children will have to pay for the sins of their fathers.
Wizard 3, check in. Wizard 3, I repeat, report your status. Overlord to Wizard 1, go check on Wizard 3.
Wizard 1 here, affirmative. You want me to go to Wizard 3's last position?
Yes, please do. You should be in Hangar 2A.
Is something wrong with your radio? They said check in every 30 minutes and they mean it. You're making it really hard for me, man. Kurosawa, wait.
Okay, what's the plan?
Get out from the prison area first. It's an army base outside. Wait until my men's work is done. Then you can get the machine. Exit. Go through them. No need to engage. Their turning speed is too slow to track you.
You're surrounded! Surrender immediately!
You're outside. Draw their attention a little bit longer. You don't have to dogfight them. Just take some pot shots and keep them from getting close. No need to target lock. The most important thing is to survive until my work is done.
Let me roll him out, Captain.
Okay, do it.
Day is done, gone the sun.
Stop it! I said stop!
Done.
What? All M1s in the hangar are online.
What have you done?
We'll talk later. The hangar that stored your machine is marked on radar. Get there. You surely took your time redoing your makeup.
Wow, that's funny.
See those M3s that activated after yours? Don't let them take too much damage. I need them functioning after all of this. breaking things up is truly your strong point.
Shut up.
This is General George Reynolds from the 7th Fleet of the United States Air Force. Private Contractor Mithril, do you copy?
This is Lieutenant Colonel Esmeralda Ingrid, USS Takao Mithril. What is it, sir?
We have a civilian transport ship in low orbit experiencing problems right now. Intel said there's an Alpha-level VIP on board. The ship is approaching our weapons satellite Patriot for an unknown reason. We want you to bring them out of the Patriot's defense perimeter safely. We've lost control of both Patriot and its defense drone swarms. If anything gets too close to the Patriot right now, it'll activate defense procedures and launch all 6 of its solar bomb warheads at Earth. The Patriot's firewall also collapsed 5 hours ago, so right now we don't know its targeting algorithm. If the Patriot starts its launch sequence, you will need to destroy it before the warheads are unleashed. We don't have any ships within range that are capable of taking on this assignment, so you're all we have to work with. However, Pentagon has full confidence that you can do this. Dismissed.
This is why I don't like these documents.
Do we have any updates on the Yokohama prison situation yet?
Unfortunately, sir, the prisoner, along with several M1 and M3 frames that were stationed there, have fled deep into UCN territory. We're still unable to track her down.
Our machines?
Hacked, sir. Those frames were unmanned. The prison sustained some damage, and there were some casualties among the prisoners and staff. Aside from Jennifer Carrera, however, no one else tried to escape.
This is embarrassing. We should organize our own strike force and get rid of this terrorist already.
Well, there's no way we're doing that. What do you think our military presence in UCN territory will look like?
The terrorist attack rate has been steadily increasing the last few months. Civilian and military casualties are mounting. We cannot afford to wait on this, Mr. President.
You know full well what a powder keg this UCN issue is right now. They will treat it as an active invasion. No. We're running enough risk already with the PNCs.
Mr. President, please, think about this for a moment. Yokohama Prison is a high-security facility. Forget about the UCN, sir. If we don't act now, who knows what the terrorist will pull next? We must strike.
The last thing I want is to start another war, Chamberlain. This is the 22nd century. We need to think responsibly about this.
Sir, pardon my friends, but I don't think you fully understand the gravity of the situation we're already sitting in right now.
We are solving the problem, Chamberlain, but we must temper our actions here with great patience and care. The War of the Old Nations taught us that violence is a relic we need to leave in the past. We are not going to get there by force.
The pilot asked to speak with you, sir. He said it was urgent.
Sir, I think we have a problem.
Morgan?
Yes?
You remember what Professor Iwata said when he was on this ship?
Yeah, mostly. Though I don't quite understand what he meant.
Merging people's minds through a computer network. He's really obsessed with it. But do we really need technology to do that? Do we really have to sacrifice part of our humanity in order to achieve peace? I too share the belief that if we could feel each other's pain, we should stop harming one another. But I think, wouldn't that be much easier if we just tried listening to each other?
Main system engaging combat mode. We found the target. That is, target identity confirmed. It's the Air Force One.
Wow. Why didn't you tell me during the briefing, Ingrid?
I just found out too. Air Force One will enter Patriot's drone radius in 25 seconds. Protect Air Force One from the drone swarm until Takao gets there.
Air Force One's status is now shown on screen. It's an Aurora-class transport ship. It'll be easier to disable hostile machines today, since we don't have to avoid firing at the cockpit anymore. Funnels deployed! Decoys ready!
Takao will be there in 2 minutes.
Decoys ready! Funnels deployed! USS Takao has arrived in the combat area!
Are you too late? Patriot might have started by now.
Huh. You still can talk.
Funnels deployed! Funnels deployed!
Incoming squadron of high-performance battle frames and a combat support ship. It's a USS Manhattan class LCS ship. Morgan, attract and the battle frame's attention. The LCS ship has a railgun installed. Don't let it target the Air Force One.
Deployed! Battle frame damage is at critical condition!
Unit destroyed. The escorting mission is a success. Sir, we'll escort you to the 7th Fleet waiting at the rendezvous point.
Gentlemen, I've got bad news. Patriot has started the launch sequence.
Railgun is ready.
You've got 5 minutes until Patriot will fire. Patriot has a solar bomb warhead, the weapon that destroyed Earth's surface 30 years ago.
That is how fighting to destroy each other will end. We've seen it in the last war. Weapons cannot create peace. All weapons can do is destroy. Patriot has started locking onto targets for the first warhead. Tokyo, Osaka, Okinawa, Taipei, Seoul.
Funnels deployed! Decoys ready!
The second warhead is locking onto target. Manila, Sydney, Midway, Hawaii, Alaska. All of our Pacific colonies are targeted.
Funnels deployed!
Patriot is identifying targets for the third warhead. San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Diego. It's targeting the West Coast. Here comes the fourth locking sequence. Houston, Miami, Orlando, Atlanta. acquired targets. New York City, Philadelphia, Boston, Washington, D.C. The explosion's radius now covers the entire country. Estimated casualties, 1.5 million.
Morgan, GCTX-01 is a nuclear-powered battle plane. We have a reactor. If we're not going to make... Will you sacrifice?
She's waiting for your answers, sir.
It's not gonna happen, Mirai. We're gonna stop that thing right here, right now. We're gonna knock it clean out of the sky. And then we'll head back together.
That's our ace pilot.
Patriot destroyed. You've saved the world today.
GRU has intercepted the message that there will be a terrorist attack here tonight.